I used to think that the worst thing a human being could do was commit a crime. I was wrong. The worst thing a human being can do is turn that crime into a professional service. 6 months ago, I was a sophomore at State College, staring at an eviction notice. I found a post on a deep web mirror titled, "Data Integrity Specialist, Immediate Hire." The pay was $850 per shift. For a kid who was eating ramen once a day, that wasn't a red flag. It was a lifeline. The onboarding was cold. No face, no voice. Just a chat window with someone called Handler 7. They sent me a proprietary browser and a set of login credentials for what they called the Red Archive. My job was simple. I was a cleaner. I had to watch raw footage from private feeds and timestamp specific biological reactions. They told me they were training an AI for medical and security research. I lied to myself and believed them. The first video I opened, it destroyed me. It wasn't a movie. There were no cuts. Just a static camera in a room that smelled like damp concrete and old copper. A woman was strapped to a galvanized steel table. She wasn't screaming. She couldn't. Her jaw had been wired shut with surgical precision. I watched for 4 hours. My instructions were to log the exact second her skin changed color as they applied caustic chemicals to her extremities. I had to zoom in. I had to see the layers of tissue bubbling away in high definition. I heard the sound of her muffled, nasal whimpering, a sound of pure, unadulterated agony that felt like a drill in my skull. I hit the submit button. My bank app pinged. $850. I sat in the dark for a long time that night, smelling my own sweat, wondering how much my soul was worth. Apparently, it was less than $1,000. The videos got worse, more clinical, more intimate. Handler 7 started giving me specific notes. Focus on the eyes during the extraction phase, they'd say. We need more data on the pupil dilation during peak trauma. I saw things that made my stomach feel like it was filled with broken glass. I saw a man being forced to, well, I can't even say it. The sound of the pliers, the wet, sliding noise of things being removed from bodies that were meant to stay inside. It became the soundtrack to my life. Then I saw the video labeled local_user_09. It was a bedroom, a messy desk, a half-eaten sandwich. It took me 10 seconds to realize I was looking at my own apartment. The camera was hidden inside the smoke detector I had never bothered to check. I didn't move. I didn't breathe. I watched myself on the screen, sitting in the very chair I was in, looking at the very screen I was watching. Then, in the video, a notification popped up on my recorded desktop. A message from Handler 7. You missed a frame at 3:14. Go back. Clean it up. We like your work too much to let you quit. The horror wasn't a ghost. It wasn't a demon. It was the realization that I had been hired by a machine made of people. A system that didn't just want my labor, it wanted my complicity. I called Elias. He's the only one I know who understands how to go dark without leaving a trail. He came over with a lead-lined bag for my hardware. You didn't just find a job, Elias whispered, his face pale as he looked at the logs. You joined a supply chain. These people, they don't have a headquarters. They have nodes, and you're node 109. Elias helped me burn it all. We wiped the drives with magnets and physical destruction. I dumped my car. I left my laptop in a canal. I took a bus to a town where the only net is for fishing. I've been here for 3 months. I work at a dock. No phones, no internet, no digital footprint. I'm a ghost. I should be safe. But 2 days ago, I was gutting a fish on the pier. I reached inside the carcass to pull out the entrails, and my fingers hit something hard, something metallic. I pulled it out. It was a small, stainless steel surgical tag. Engraved on it was a single line of text. Handler 7. Evaluation satisfactory. See you on the night shift. I looked up, and for the first time, I noticed the new security camera installed on the lighthouse across the water. It wasn't pointing at the sea. It was pointing directly at my workstation. They don't need to kidnap me. They don't need to kill me. They just need me to keep cleaning. Because they know, once you've seen the archive, you're already part of the collection.